My dear friends, let me begin with a very honest question. Do you believe intimacy between husband and wife ends with age? Many men and women, after turning 50 or 60, start to think that pleasure is over, that what's left is only companionship and memories. But from what I've seen with countless couples, I can assure you, age does not extinguish desire. On the contrary, it often makes it deeper and more meaningful. At this stage of life, the goal may no longer be speed or adventure. Instead, it's about closeness, intimacy, and reassurance. And this is where a special kind of lovemaking, something many don't know about, comes in. The locking embrace. Today, I want to talk with you in detail about it. What exactly is it? Why do some women prefer it after 50? And how can it give older couples a more comfortable, emotionally fulfilling, and physically satisfying experience? Believe me, my friends, this is not just about body positions. It's about emotional connection, renewed intimacy, and a sense of trust that can return to your marriage no matter your age. So I encourage you to stay with me until the very end, because what I'll share today may open a new door of comfort and closeness in your relationship. My dear friends, when we use a term like locking embrace, it may sound strange or even a little uncomfortable at first. But in reality, it simply refers to a type of lovemaking where there is steady closeness and deep connection between husband and wife during penetration, almost as if the two bodies are interlocked, with very little movement or separation. Why is it called the locking embrace? Because the feeling is like being securely joined, body against body, connected firmly, steadily, and deeply. Here, the focus is not on fast movements or physical exertion, but on the sense of being held. It's the feeling that a husband is fully present with his wife, and she feels his warmth, his comfort, and his reassurance. This kind of intimacy can be especially meaningful for many women after 50 for several reasons. First, it provides a sense of safety and calm, especially when there's fear of losing control or getting too tired. Second, it allows her to enjoy the moment without physical strain. Third, it brings her emotionally closer to her partner because it's not only about physical pleasure, it's also about feeling surrounded by love and care. And most importantly, my friends, the locking embrace is more than just a position. It's an unspoken message between partners, a message that says, I'm here with you. You're safe with me. No matter how old we get, our love remains steady, rooted, and strong. Many men think women always want excitement and speed, but the truth is, with age, many women seek calmness, closeness, and steadiness. And that's exactly what this form of lovemaking offers. Why do some women after 50 prefer the locking embrace? My dear friends, as you know, natural changes happen in both men and women with age. For women, there may be some vaginal dryness, or more sensitivity in tissues due to lower hormone levels after menopause. Sometimes there's also a fear of discomfort or of being physically overwhelmed. In this context, the locking embrace becomes a gentle and reassuring solution because it's built on closeness and steadiness, not forceful movement or heavy exertion. Reason 1, many women at this stage seek reassurance more than quick excitement. When penetration is steady and the body is held close, she feels protected, as if her husband's body is embracing her fully. This lowers anxiety and creates a deep sense of peace. Reason 2, certain positions can become harder on the joints or back with age. The locking embrace allows enjoyment without strain or repeated movement, making it more comfortable. Reason 3, this form of lovemaking emphasizes emotional intimacy. The woman feels not just the act itself, but the warmth of her partner's body, his heartbeat, his breath. That closeness enhances the sense of unity. Reason 4, many women find that this slower, deeper connection helps them reach satisfaction more fully, not just physically, but emotionally. It lets them live the moment slowly and deeply without stress or rush. So, my friends, don't forget, after 50, what most women long for is reassurance, and the locking embrace provides exactly that, blending physical pleasure with emotional safety. Now, my friends, you might be wondering, how do we actually do this in practice? What positions make it possible, safe, and comfortable for both partners? Let's go step by step with 4 practical positions that older couples often find supportive, steady, and intimate. Position 1. The side-by-side, spooning. Both partners lie on their sides, with the husband behind his wife. Penetration is gentle and stable, with no pressure on the back or knees. This is very comfortable for older couples, since it requires little effort. Best of all, it allows full body contact, chest to back, close breathing, hands free for gentle touch. Many women love it because it blends emotional closeness with physical pleasure. Position 2. The classic with a pillow, man on top. The traditional position, but with a simple adjustment. Place a small pillow under the wife's lower back or hips. This reduces strain and makes penetration easier. It allows for steadiness and closeness without much movement. The feeling is of being held completely and lovingly. Position 3. Sitting face to face, the seated embrace. The husband sits on a chair or the edge of the bed, and the wife sits on his lap, facing him. Penetration happens with both bodies close and steady. It allows hugging, kissing, and tender touch during intimacy. Very special because it creates a strong sense of union and closeness without demanding movement. Position 4. The semi-side with pillow support. The wife lies on her back, slightly turned to one side, with a pillow for support. The husband is beside or partly over her, without full weight pressing down. This position is comfortable, steady, and allows adjustments for more ease. My dear friends, all of these positions support the locking embrace because they focus on closeness and comfort rather than exertion. The key is for each couple to choose what works best for their bodies and add their own personal touch. Before trying this kind of intimacy, here are some simple but powerful tips to make it more enjoyable. 1. Talk openly. A few honest words before starting can make everything easier. Ask each other, what makes you comfortable? What do you enjoy? Don't be shy. Sharing desires builds trust. 2. Take it slow. The locking embrace is not a race. It's about connection and being present. Savor each touch, each breath. Slower rhythms make the experience deeper, especially with age. 3. Don't forget gentle touch. It's not only about penetration. Use your hands, your lips, your embrace. Even a soft touch on the shoulder or hand can add great warmth. 4. Make the setting comfortable. Support the body with pillows, dim the lights, play soft music. A relaxed atmosphere allows both partners to enjoy the moment fully. When you combine these 4 steps, the locking embrace becomes warmer, more comfortable, and far more intimate. That's the real goal of loving connection. Now, my dear friends, let's talk about the emotional side. Too often, couples over 50 think intimacy is only about the body, about quick pleasure or performance. But in reality, at this age, maybe more than ever, intimacy is not just physical. Affection, tenderness, and emotional connection matter more than speed or force. The locking embrace gives you the perfect opportunity to experience that depth. Think about it. When your bodies are close, when penetration is steady, when every touch is gentle, your wife feels secure and calm. You, as a husband, feel confident and fulfilled because you're giving her that comfort and love. This kind of connection creates a special sense of satisfaction. It's not just a fleeting physical moment. It's a complete experience that unites heart, body, and soul. Over time, the locking embrace strengthens trust. A wife feels reassured because she knows her husband respects her body and values her comfort. A husband feels fulfilled because he can express his love in a steady, tender way, without exhausting movements. Believe me, my friends, many couples after 50 discover that the most valuable part of intimacy is not strength or performance. It's closeness, emotional bonding, and warmth, which can actually grow stronger with age. Every embrace, every gentle kiss, every moment of stillness builds deeper love and stability. Before we close, my dear friends, I want to leave you with this thought. Pleasure and intimacy are your right at every age. Yes, even after 50, 60, or beyond. Age does not mean intimacy is over. In fact, it can become richer, warmer, and more fulfilling than ever. Always keep communication open and honest. Talk about your needs, explore together, and don't hesitate to try different positions. Every moment of closeness is a chance to deepen love and emotional connection. Remember, the locking embrace and everything we've talked about today is not just about the body. It's a beautiful life experience full of tenderness, comfort, and genuine connection. It's a moment to say to your partner, "I'm here for you. I feel you. I'm with you." Trust me, my dear friends. Every moment you share in this way, every touch and every embrace adds new layers of peace and joy to your marriage. Don't fear change, don't worry about age. The secret is closeness, trust, and shared comfort. And in the end, remember, intimacy after 50 is not the end of pleasure. It's the beginning of a deeper, more real, and more loving connection that will enrich your life together for years to come. It's a moment to say to your partner, "I'm here for you. I feel you. I'm with you."